never say no to extra firepower.
I don't know, but this is my boomstick.
Yeah, it's kind of morbid. Stealing weapons from dead people.
I mean, that's just video games.
Back where I started.
I want to play
Um,
RE4 soon, because
Usually
Robert's
it's
never
ours to the wall,
actually seen
see?
either one.
really?
No, dude, like the only Resident Evil games that he knows of, unless he's lying to me, is just the ones that we've played on the channel now, which is two
Yeah.
remake, and three remake.
What does he live under a rock?
Apparently,
No, we should do that. I love Resident Evil 4. We should do that soon.
yeah. I want to
Which
play.
version do you think you want to do?
I was actually thinking between both
Okay. At the
because
same
they are
time?
different. Yes.
Really?
No. Well, but like finish the original and then hop into the remake, kind of like what we did for 2 and 3.
Did we start the original? I can't remember. Oh fuck.
You weren't there. Oh
Oh,
wait,
okay.
for 4?
Yeah, 4.
I did a playthrough on my own, but we can just redo it as like a hangout stream.
Okay. I'm totally down.
The game is peak.
And I've never played the remake. I want to eventually.
What I might do, yeah, I think I'll just do it that way. Is like play the original and then the remake. Oh god,
Oh god.
this gun is powerful. Good god.
It's a boomstick.
Yeah, but it's like more
Yeah.
powerful than the other boomsticks.
It's a mega boomstick.
Down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting
Um,
worse.
but yeah, with Doctor Who, I don't know what it is because I really enjoyed the previous season, so I don't know why I just don't really care about catching up on this one.
That's fair. I yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
I
think you've been slightly more down on it, but you didn't hate the previous season.
No. Yeah, just so far it's kind of mixed. Like I've seen Davis's best work, and this ain't it.
It's not. But I think the first season had some really strong stuff in it. Um, I don't know how well it holds up on rewatch, though, to be fair, because I was just watching as they were coming out. So, I don't know. But, yeah, weird that we're already getting into a new companion. Uh,
Yeah, and I mean, so far she's all right.
I guess that's not that weird. The Davis series, the first time he show ran it, they did that a lot.
Did they?
Yeah, because Martha was only there for one season,
Yeah, but that's really
and
well.
Donna.
I just never. Yeah, you're right. I never counted Donna because that's more of just like she left because that run ended.
Yeah, but still, that's only one season.
Yeah.
It's also weird too because she's introduced in a special before,
Hmm.
and then she comes back as a full-time companion.
Kind of like Ruby.
Yeah. Well, but with Donna, there's like a gap
Yeah,
between her first appearance and the rest of the series.
that's true.
That's true. But yeah, I'll check it out.
I
I still like Doctor Who.
I would love to see what the ratings have been for this for 15's run.
I don't know if they've been great because
I
I
I
don't
have a
hear anybody.
feeling that
Yeah,
they haven't.
yeah, because I don't hear anybody talk about new Doctor Who outside of Doctor Who fans. Even with like the Jodie Whittaker era, there was that whole like hate bandwagon with it.
Yeah.
This doesn't even really have that. I mean, it's a lot. There's some hate towards it, but it's not. It's more of like a small minority.
Be the last one.
And then most other people that are talking about it are just like loyal followers of the show.
Tyler says he just found out that Superman is probably going to be banned in Australia, the UK, and Canada. What?
Huh?
There's
You're talking about the new movie?
Australia,
I'd like
maybe they love to ban shit. There is no way that is banned in Canada.
you're also I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need
Context.
more information. Like why?
Sounds like y'all need more freedom.
Because I don't know if I buy that just on its face. uh, don't you hate it when you're walking down a spooky office building?
Yeah, full of machines. Oh, good.
Oh, goody.
I've played Control. I know that's not a good sign.
Oh, see, and I haven't played Control, so I'm lost.
Really, I mean, this isn't actually like you're playing as an agent of the Bureau from Control, but
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in.
There's gotta be another way.
there's just gotta be.
Huh. Controllable shifting phenomena.
Does that mean I can? So Noah, what you're saying is you don't have control.
Control, control, you must learn control.
Assuming direct control.
Need to get the power on.
Tyler just said something you wanna.
It's because of the copyright system that the Commonwealth have in place. So 25 years after the creator of the property dies, the rights to all film and TV are given back to the family of the creator. Um, I don't quite follow. So what does that have to do with it being banned in Australia
In Canada.
and the UK?
I don't.
Are you talking also, are you talking about Superman the character? Like that's a pretty big franchise. Like
Noah, you
I
wanna
don't know,
Google
John,
this to
do
see
you,
if there's any? Cause I don't
I will.
understand.
Because yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you have any idea? Because maybe I'm just not getting it, or
Do they not have the rights to? Did the people who own the rights to that character just go fuck these specific countries? Or is it because the rights are held by different people in those countries than here, where Warner Brothers still has the rights? Where's the Canadian when you need him?
okay, I found something.
Okay.
Inside Media, why new Superman movie could be banned in Australia? Um, yeah, the estate of Superman co-creator Joseph Schuster has launched a copyright claim against Warner Brothers. Okay, so I actually, yeah, I think I remember hearing something about, but I think that this is something that crops up basically every time a new Superman movie comes out. Because I think I remember Austin specifically talking about that this was a thing when Man of Steel was coming out.
Oh, okay.
So it might not really come of anything. I don't know.
It'd be really
I
funny
wouldn't
if it
worry
was
too
just
much
banned in
about it.
those three specific countries.
Yeah, hold on. Because it's still I'm trying to figure out why it's those. Da, da, da. Guess the case was dismissed a month ago, but something else has happened. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think anything. I don't think it's gonna end up being banned in Australia.
I would laugh a little bit if it gets banned in Canada.
Austin's unable to watch it.
I don't know. Like, I get that it's a rumor, but I wouldn't put stock in it personally.
Yeah, me neither. Like I said before, it seems like this is something that they try to sue Warner Brothers basically every time a new Superman movie comes out. So this is something that's kind of happened before.
You again.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's this guy again.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him? They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there.
What?
What happened to you?
What?
Did the people here do this to you? You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ.
Oh my god. Why does it keep flashing creepypasta faces?
I just loved that its last words were a man in a white coat.
Yeah, they definitely have a communication problem here.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Bro, don't punch that wall.
Now your hand is broken.
Why'd you do that?
Wait. Oh, I haven't been looking at the map. Hold on.
Tisk tisk, silly
It's the
John.
experiment site on level. Okay, so let's. Wait. What?
Hmm?
Was the elevator not just right here? Robert's in the chat. Robert, why did you abandon us?
Robert, get the fuck in here.
Oh, fuck.
We're talking about important things like Superman getting banned in Australia.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. I don't like the sound of that.
Either. I can't fight those things. I don't like that. So let's try floor 2. We need the level 2 key to get the level 3 key.
That makes sense. Punching that door is not going to make it open faster, John.
Lockdown in effect. Please remain.
Wish. So the level 2, the security clearance 2 key has to be here somewhere. Well, good. Now there's a lockdown to deal with. Fuck off. Oops. Ops? Hello.
Hello.
You've had a break from reading. Now read.
The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what's happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house? The shadow? We need we need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need to progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, I thought he was an actor. I want
You
him to
said that
understand.
exactly backwards.
Wait, what? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. Oh, okay. I want I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes.
Oh, that might be your finest moment, Noah.
Okay. Continue the story from page IDAW002. Match tone, style, and content of that as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch on her acorn hair, as if sensing his gaze. She turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed a bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why he remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give him space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember leaving. Wine was flowing through over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put the bottle down, or he put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air, the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. Why is this so goddamn long? The sort of thing you only if you were looking for. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules. Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up in the sky in panic. Um, a deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to his wife. Oh my god, that's like the first game.
So no, when are you releasing your first audiobook?
It's already out. You can download it right now. It's me
Fuck yeah.
stumbling over
Yeah,
Orwell's
I wasn't prepared to
1984.
come in during Noah's monologue.
Hi, Austin.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey Austin, we were just talking about you.
Uh-oh. All bad things, I'm sure.
So, Superman's gonna be banned in your country, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
apparently it's gonna be
so
banned in Canada, Australia, and the UK.
yeah, no,
Well, no, it
so
has to do with that
the
the
Schuster
lawsuit,
estate.
which they
Yeah.
sue every single Superman movie, and it never goes anywhere.
How do I
This
get
isn't even the
Yes.
first lawsuit for this movie.
You know, exactly. Someone in chat mentioned that, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh no, wait, I think I've heard about this before. So I'm not sure it's really gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, no, nothing will happen.
Yeah, because it was just funny
Yeah.
because it got brought up and be it we're like, what?
Yeah, because this happened with Man of Steel as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think Returns as well. That's what happens. A new Superman movie comes out, the Schuster family's like, "Yo, give us more money."
Give me money. It's just strange that because I tried to do some research on it, and I can't really find why specifically Australia, the UK, and Canada it would be
Must just
banned in.
be different copyright stuff.
Okay, no,
Kind
I
of
guess
like
I just don't
how.
understand.
Well, it might be something similar to like how James Bond is public domain in Canada, but obviously not in the States. Like it might be
Okay.
something like that. I'm not sure.
See, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's
Anyway,
just Casino Royale as public domain here, but I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah,
Superman's
nothing will
supposed
happen to
to
that anyways.
Superman is supposed to enter the public domain in America pretty soon, right?
I think what, like the next like 8 years, I think.
I think so.
Can't wait for the first Superman horror film.
Oh, you
Oh
mean
god.
Brightburn?
Well, no, this one will actually be able to use like Superman
Yeah.
stuff.
I
No,
saw in
exactly.
Millar Time because he just did another interview with Liefeld, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been wanting to do the Superman story for forever, but I think at this point I'm just gonna wait for it to go into public domain." And Liefeld's just like, "Oh, when it gets in public domain, I'm gonna make my Superman story." Oh,
I don't think the world is ready for Rob Liefeld's Superman.
that's gonna be legendary. I think he's drawn Superman in the past.
Yeah, but
I don't know about writing it, so.
no, that's what I mean is writing it.
Mhm.
Like Rob Liefeld's a fine artist sometimes, but
Sometimes.
like I really like his Venom. His Captain America, on the other hand, is
I've only seen that one image of his Captain America. Has he done like a whole run on Cap, or is it just that like
I have
that?
no idea. I've just seen that one image that everybody shares.
Yeah, that's the infamous one.
I just at this point, I love Liefeld, but only as a personality, because he's a crazy person.
I love his hot takes that he posts on Twitter, like his Mission Impossible opinions.
Oh yeah, he had like a weird one with that, didn't he? I can't remember what it was.
He ranked Fallout pretty low, like near the bottom, not at the bottom, but like kind of in the middle, near the bottom. And
Oh,
he
that's
had
right.
and he
Yeah.
had 3 really high.
Oh, Rob.
Oh, Rob, you're not an artist.
I wonder if he's seen Andor season 2 yet.
I hope so.
You can only hope. I know he's like on the full like anti-Disney train right now after Deadpool 3.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know
he's like,
really the
no.
deal with that. Was that just a matter of not getting paid enough, or
Yeah, and I think he said that they like disrespected him at the premiere, but like not really acknowledging him and stuff like that.
that does kind of suck, to be
Yeah,
fair.
it's this funny thing where it's like Marvel definitely needs to be better to their comic creators. At the same time, it's also Rob Liefeld, a guy who like It's taking credit for a character that other people after him like built.
I was
But
gonna say,
it is just
yeah,
kind of funny. But he is right. Like they obviously are assholes.
yeah,
Hope that glass
he's still the creator.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He created Deathstroke.
Death Slade. I mean Wade Wilson.
The cool mercenary guy. I mean he's funny, I guess.
Was the humor even like a part of the original Deadpool, or was that something that came later?
That comes more
later.
from Joe Kelly.
So you can't even take credit for that. Oh no.
Oh. But he's a funny guy.
His work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These
Oh my god,
abstract
he's reading it for me.
color complicated the data.
Oh, there you go,
His grip
Noah.
tightened around the letter opener
Thank
in his
God.
hand. The piece of art he needed was
Oh,
hidden
thank
inside
God, I don't have to read anymore.
Jules could simply
Thank
cut
God, I don't have to embarrass myself.
inevitably would as the overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster.
This is creepy.
He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Nothing mattered.
It was a horror game.
This horror game is really creepy.
Okay, Owen Wilson.
Oh wow. I love Owen Wilson in The Haunting. Like every single time he's on screen, his whole bit is just, oh, this place is really creepy. Oh, I want to fuck Catherine
Just
Zeta-Jones.
I was like, why is he Kermit?
I don't
My
know who
favorite part.
Wilson slips into Kermit.
My one brother and I quote it all the time is when he bumps into Liam Neeson and he's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
he has a heart
oh,
attack.
elevator.
oh man, oh don't do that. It's just like, dude, calm down.
He's freaking out.
He's like
He
hyperventilating.
is. Yeah, it's just because he bumped into someone in a hallway.
Yeah, but it's because the house is already really creepy.
Oh, that's true. It's really creepy.
Really creepy. But yeah,
It ain't
basically
easy being creepy.
every time he's on screen in that movie, it's just, oh, this place is scary, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is hot, and this place is scary.
Oh, I definitely have a thing for Theo.
For Theo.
It's about family.
Oh god. That's about family. So fuck you, Grandpa. That's what she says, I think.
He hurt the children.
So don't hurt these children ghosts that are already dead.
Nobody cares that Owen Wilson gets decapitated, though.
That was the greatest cinematic decapitation scene I've ever. It's so bloodless. Oh, anime fans' favorite Mission Impossible film is 3. Interesting.
Oh,
That used to be my favorite when I was younger.
Tyler wants to know what our favorite part of our physical media collection is.
Like
Noah's
favorite thing
is
we
his-
own?
I guess. Noah's is his VHS tape. Just the one.
Which one?
Just the one.
I have multiple.
it doesn't even have anything on it. It is just a lone blank VHS tape.
You put it in, it's just static. I don't know. One of the favorite things I own, 4K set for Mission Impossible, which is just has the first 6 movies. They're probably gonna do a big complete set later that has all 8, but it's cool. I like it.
That's pretty sweet.
I'd have to say mine is my Dawn of the Dead, the 78 version, 4K. just because that movie's so hard to get.
Yeah, I'm probably not even going to be able to get that version. It's probably already out of print.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really
Mine's
need to
probably
own a
the
version.
Showa Criterion Godzilla collection.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome looking box set.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get that. Oh, I also my criterion for Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's just that one's just like has a special place in my heart because that was the first criterion I ever got, and it's one
Oh,
of my favorite
nice.
movies.
My
Oh.
first Criterion is Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, which is peak.
The greatest is it the greatest thing Roger Ebert's ever done?
Yeah, the greatest thing owned by the Disney Corporation.
Oh, that is a Disney movie, isn't it?
Yep, it is now.
Yeah, I
I
still
also
need to
really
see
like
that.
the Groovy collection for Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I wish it came with Army of Darkness, but it is cool.
I do too, but then I got the Steelbook from Scream Factory, so I'm fine.
It would just be nice to like have it all in one, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn
Robert's
rights
back in the
issues.
chat.
Why is Robert
Robert,
not here?
I don't know.
he hates
he
us.
he never tells us anything other than be an hour and a half late.
Oh, Robert, why?
Old.
Old? You went to the beach? That makes you
Robert
old?
Robert why old?
Oh,
I'm gonna leave now, I'm sorry.
yeah, you should probably, you know.
Yeah, I'll just go. Yep. Just gonna okay.
Oh,
And he's gone.
Yeah, Robert, are you just gonna make Alan Wake jokes in the chat this whole time?
yeah, because he popped in earlier and just said Alan and then left, and now he's popped back up and said, "Wake up, Alan."
Wake up, Alan. Wake Alan up inside.
What? Jesus.
Save me.
Save me.
This key card won't get me in.
Oh my goodness, that you, like completely caught me off guard.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Really need this elevator to stop moving.
Where'd the elevator go?
The geography makes no sense. It's like the house from The Haunting, 1999.
Or
Yeah.
the shinning.
Or The Shinin.
Austin, it was really weird. Noah gave the Haunting remake like a 5-star review, and
I did not.
Robert and I were like, "Really? That movie's
I didn't
kind of
even
boring."
rate it on Letterboxd.
Robert Wild says more like Alan Baked. Am I right? That's my joke, by the way.
You son of a bitch. I'll see you in court.
That's my car, you son of a bitch.
That's my joke, you son of a bitch. No, yeah. I don't remember if I did a ranking at the end of that stream, but that's the Haunting remake is probably my third worst
I didn't.
of
I
the
don't
ones
think I
I've
asked
Oh,
seen.
I thought you were
just
gonna say your
because.
third favorite, like just because, like for
No,
being funny.
no.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm not doing a bit right now. Sorry.
I
Uh,
I didn't
No, I
ask
don't.
you
I didn't even
because
mean
you
like it's
hadn't
like a
been there for
bit.
so many of them. So I didn't
Mhm.
think you'd have like a complete ranking. But
I might make a list on Letterboxd if I
go
feel
for
like it. Alan.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah, 'cause I
Noah,
have-
you now
'cause-
live in a post-Jurassic World trilogy
Oh,
world. How does
yeah.
that feel? Even though you passed out for a little bit in Dominion.
No, I didn't. I was awake the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Noah
No.
slept during a movie.
He
No,
did.
Robert, it's even funnier than that. Noah's like, oh my god, this is like easily the best of the trilogy. This is amazing. 20 minutes
Oh.
later, he's passed out, and we're like struggling to wake him up.
Oh, they're making that up. That didn't happen.
No, that is exactly how it happened.
No, I remember every detail of that movie, especially when Sam Neill is on screen and he looks like he wants to go home. He's arguing with a barista.
That was probably the greatest scene in the entire trilogy. I had like a completely different viewing watching it with a group as opposed to alone. Where alone, I
Yeah.
was like, this is the worst one. Together, I'm like, you know what? This might actually be the best of the trilogy.
It's the most consistently funny.
Yeah,
Of,
like
like,
we were
all of
constantly
the-
laughing. The first two, I feel like we were bored through like large stretches.
And then
You
there were
guys
some like
watch.
dumb moments sprinkled
The
in here and
extended
there.
cut.
And
Yeah,
we watched
so
the extended.
you watched the one with the dinosaurs. That
Yeah.
We did,
helps.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well, and
yeah.
that's the other thing is that when I watched it alone, I watched the one without dinosaurs.
So yeah, just to put an asterisk there, Dominion is the best of the trilogy, but specifically the extended version is the
Yeah,
best.
and they still all suck, but like it is the
They all
best of the
suck.
three.
Yeah. I haven't gone back to it since theaters. I do remember thinking I liked it more than Fallen Kingdom, and I got a lot of pushback for that. So that's interesting.
Fallen Kingdom's the worst.
Mhm.
Then Jurassic
No, is
World's
correct though. The
second
best
best.
scene of that movie is when it's like Ellie Sadler and Ian Malcolm are having like plot critical conversations, and in the middle of this, he's like, I'll get a coffee," and then like another coffee for Alan Grant, and Alan's like, "I don't want coffee," and then he just starts arguing with this like Starbucks barista, like hipster guy that's wearing like a beanie. And we're cutting back and forth between that and this like plot critical conversation between the other two. And then you just come back and it's like, no, I don't want a mocha latte either. and then when Ian Malcolm leaves, he like takes his drink, walks away, and Alan Grant starts talking to Ellie Sadler, and in the background you can hear, well, what if I made it with soy milk? Like the barista's still arguing, even though Alan Grant's even not even like really there
Responding.
anymore. Yeah, he's not.
Oh god.
He's moved on.
I wonder
is
if that's just in the extended cut. I don't remember that scene.
I hope it is.
No. Okay. Like that part with the barista might be extended, but at least the beginning of that scene is definitely in the theatrical
Okay,
cut.
gotcha.
This is all during the scene where they go to a college campus, and when they arrive there, Alan Grant is like, "Why are all these young people here?" It's like, what?
Yeah, there's dinosaurs in the world. Why are we going to college still? He has a good point.
It's like, why are all these young people at a college? Like what?
It's not even at a college. It's at the Biosyn facility.
Oh, okay.
Noah, did you cheer when we see the Barbasol can?
Yeah,
Did that
I
make you
pointed
happy?
it out. I did the Leo Once Upon a Time in
Yeah.
Hollywood scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone else in the call was just like, "Oh, okay, I don't care."
Well, no, it was because Noah was asleep for like 20 minutes. We're like, Noah, wake up, wake
No,
up.
I was awake
And
during
he's
that
like, not
part.
responding. And then suddenly he's just like, the Barbasol again. Like,
Ugh.
yeah.
He's like Benji at the end of Final Reckoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Barbasol again.
No, I got up to go do something, and then I came back. I was refreshed.
Mhm.
I was energized for the epic climax where the T-Rex flashes back to when he was younger.
I mean, I guess that's technically true. I don't know how
What happens?
clone reincarnation works.
That is, it's supposed to be reincarnated, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those movies are dumb. I wouldn't put it past them. John, did you find the key?
Got the key card, but I can't get out of here. I don't know where the fucking elevator is.
I am late because I got back from seeing The Final Reckoning in IMAX.
Ooh.
It was worth it.
Wait a minute. You're giving money to that a second time, but you haven't paid to see Lilo and Stitch yet?
What the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Robert,
Yeah.
Ohana means family.
Yeah, Obama means family, dude. You don't even care about movie.
Three.
What? Three.
Like,
Three.
Three.
Nope.
Nope, that's not it.
Are we still in that DLC?
Yes.
Gotcha.
We've been here for hours. We don't know what to do.
Austin's gonna eat Noah. He's getting hungry.
No, why is everybody obsessed with eating me? Well, specifically Robert is obsessed with eating me.
Why is he- Robert, why
For
are you trying to eat
survival.
Noah out?
No. Hey, you had
No.
there. That was not.
There.
So
No, yeah.
Austin, the
What?
other day, okay, so the question was posed while we were watching The Haunting, that if we
Yeah.
were stuck in a haunted house, what would we do? And I said I'd eat Noah for survival, and I got a lot of
Mhm.
pushback for that for some reason.
Well,
This reminds me
because
of the last time I had a family dinner at my dad's house. He was just like, if you guys were in a zombie apocalypse, what would you do? And my sister's like, oh, like I'd like hunker down in a grocery store or whatever. And my brother's like, yeah, I would go to this place and then like go to a grocery store and then like blah 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 and then like hunker down here. And my dad's just like, I'd probably kill my neighbor. And we're like, oh, because he's a zombie? And he's like, no, because like when else would you get the chance? Like,
Dingleberg.
what else would you get the chance to eat Noah?
yeah,
Exactly.
what else would you get the chance? It has nothing to do with the survival aspect. It's just specifically in a haunted house, like in no other scenario. What options would you have to eat Noah?
Yeah, well, Noah's like, what? What do you mean? There's food. And I'm like, is there? That wasn't in the question. You're adding to the lore.
Why would you assume that
is
there's
true.
not food in a house? It could be.
It's a haunted house, Noah. Why would you assume there's food in there? I'm not gonna eat that. I've seen Poltergeist.
Okay, well the food might not be haunted.
But I know you aren't.
You know,
Yeah, what do you mean?
I think one be over on this argument.
I might be possessed before you get the chance to eat me. Then you'll have a ghost inside you.
That's not how ghosts work.
Also, why me before John? What do I have?
Which of you can run faster?
I don't know. We haven't tested that. We've never met up in person before.
We don't have to meet up in person. We could do like a timer and like time both of you running and then go from there.
That Tom Cruise run contest.
I think I could do a Tom Cruise run. Just gonna
like
keep
to
my
try.
back straight.
Because as fun as eating Noah would be, it does seem like this should be based on who runs the fastest. Because the person who can run faster has the potential of escaping, which is what you don't want.
You don't want to escape?
No, you want to eat the person who can't outrun you.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, okay,
Because
so
otherwise you have to like get the drop on them, and even then, like things can go wrong.
Well, it's like they always say, like, you don't have to outrun a bear, you just have to outrun the buddy you're with.
Yeah,
when you're in that
exactly.
scenario.
Yeah, or like, you don't necessarily have to worry about being eaten by the bear because your friend could eat you too.
Mm-hmm.
all right, but what would you do against the ghosts in the haunted house?
We haven't gotten there
Well,
yet.
no, because I feel like you would like be able to like concoct a plan on a full stomach. Like that is like, a big
Right,
part
yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
So
Yeah.
These are the conversations, ladies and gentlemen. So Robert, one bit of lore from this DLC we have discovered is that the Federal Bureau of Control has set up like machines to try to replicate Alan Wake's writing to control like the shadows.
Like some AI shit?
Basically, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
And
If
we learned that Noah can't read.
You didn't learn that. You further
well,
witnessed it.
if you were a writer and an AI figured out how to like perfectly recreate your writing, what would you guys do?
I think I'd eat the AI.
Well, I was just thinking like eat Noah.
Yeah, exactly.
Just out of anger.
Just out of anger, like, oh, I'm so angry, I'm gonna eat Noah, and then I won't be so angry anymore.
This fucking AI copied my writing. I'm gonna kill my friend and eat him.
Well, Noah thinks we should all die, leaving no one to tell the story.
That's not what I said.
Instead of taking one for the team. I think that's selfish.
Oh, has Noah
It's
never
true.
seen Natural Born Killers? You always have to at least leave one person left.
Yeah, I do still need to see that, actually.
I also need to see that.
Okay, so basically, all three of you are now on the chopping block to be eaten.
It's my channel. I'm immune.
No. If anything, that just like puts you as a higher standard of food.
It's like you just like we mentioned this yesterday. It's like he turns into like just a cartoon slab of steak.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so but what are the ghosts going to do if you
He'll
guys
be like,
eat
these
me?
people are fucking crazy.
Yeah,
no,
do you
that's
I'm
think
not haunting them.
there's a
It's
higher
definitely
chance
part
of
of
them
it.
leaving you alone?
Yeah, well, they're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, dude, what? Like, they just ate him. Like, what if like they eat us somehow? Like, they could find a way."
I'm starting to see your
Life
thought process,
finds a
but
way.
I'm not gonna offer myself up to be eaten.
Wow.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to offer. It wasn't a question.
I like that, like this is going to happen. Okay, but what if you need an extra like set of hands there to try to figure out a plan?
Well,
This
there's
is not a
What if-
three of
bomb we have
us.
to disarm.
Yeah, there's
No,
literally
we
three
might
of
like
us at that
build a
point.
machine to fight the ghosts or something.
We'll build it to be operated by three people.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if, you know, uh what if you need someone else? I'm trying
We
to
won't.
case for myself.
We won't.
Okay. Okay,
No,
you need what if
Noah,
you
you're
need
gonna
someone to
die.
confuse the ghosts?
Again, there's three of us, so
Okay, but
I
I'm
think
the
us
one
can do
that's
that.
most incompetent
yeah,
at
exactly.
reading.
I'm the one that's most likely to confuse them.
Yeah, but I could just confuse them by reading something and totally butchering it. You
Yeah,
might
but
need me for that.
well, they also in some cultures say that when you eat something, you gain its ability. So therefore,
No,
I can
we
just
can
read
also
it after
whoever
the fees.
we can also read
You'll need
badly
to
on
read.
purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Why do we?
They'll pick up on that. They will pick up on that. They will
We have just the ability to
read it
pretend
as
not to read,
authentic.
as opposed to just being like, "Oh, we can't eat this guy because he's illiterate." Who knows if illiteracy will need to be brought up? That's a skill
No.
we might need. If anything, that means you're like more likely to be eaten. Because otherwise, it'll be like, "Oh shit, we need someone to read something." Oh,
Yeah, like from the like some fucking ancient pages or texts. Like
Well,
you
yeah,
need somebody to read
exactly.
it correctly.
That's
Someone
my
to
point.
read.
That's
Someone
my
to read
point.
the ancient scrolls.
That's you can all read competently.
Speaking
Yeah, so
of
why would we
reading,
need somebody to
Robert, it's your
hand?
turn.
Robert.
In 2010, Lane was inadvertently involved in AW 35 while residing at the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. See case number 74 WA004. For information, review his crimes and arrest. Lane was seriously injured during the AWE. He received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he was questioned and cleared by the FBC staff. After the Cauldron Lake Lodge was sieged and closed by the FBC, Lane moved to Watery, WA, where he currently resides.
The end.
Recent surveillance confirms he has no known personal relationships or affiliation with paranatural groups. As requested, the observation team has confirmed that Lane continues to paint as of the date of this report.
There you go.
Cool.
See, Noah, you can read without mixing up words.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I know. That's why I'm
Oh.
telling you. I found the elevator.
My team was on
Woo!
level 1. I knew they were in.
Yeah, we did it.
See, that's
Yeah,
why
'cause you
John's
might-
second to be eaten, because
you
it's
might-
like we need someone to find the elevator.
I was gonna say
In the
you
haunted
need
house.
someone to find the
Yeah.
elevator. I can be that guy.
But
that
you
is
didn't.
true. Noah
John
might be
found
able to
the
find it better,
elevator.
but it took
John
John
didn't
like
find
an
it.
hour.
No, he stumbled into the elevator. He
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
find it.
By that point, the ghosts will have already killed us.
Yeah,
We
how
need to
long do you
find
think
it
it would have
faster.
taken Noah to find it? It would have taken him like 5 hours.
Well, we don't know, but that's why I said you're at least second on the chopping block to be eaten.
Yeah.
Ah, you fucking bastard.
Fucking bastard.
Oh yeah, bloody bastard! You're stopping me from eating me meal.
He was taken by the shadow.
They're all dead.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I can cook for you guys. Since
I
none
can
of you
cook.
want to go in.
What are you going to be cooking? You?
No. Since none of you want to go into the kitchen to see what kind of food they have, like what we're working
No,
with
I
here,
have no issue.
I
cooking.
can be that guy.
But
I
I can
can-
also cook.
I'll be the chef of the team. This is
But
why you need
I
me.
can also cook though.
No,
I
but
can
John
can
also
cook.
I can probably cook better than you two.
Okay, so after our running contest, we're gonna do a cooking contest.
We'll do a cook-off.
It's Survivor, the home game.
Again, are we gonna waste so much
Horror
time?
Survivor.
We're gonna waste
We're
so
gonna
much
do an
time with
entire
these.
ranking to figure out who is the one that is the most expendable to be eaten.
Yeah, but like, the ghosts are gonna get us in all this time that we're doing contests.
Well, no, because this isn't during the scenario. This is like beforehand. To figure
The
out what we would
scenario
do.
is that we find ourselves in a haunted house. We're not planning to go there.
No, I know that,
You
but
don't
like
know
we
that.
prepared now. Like now we like have the definitive answer.
Well, then
Yeah.
if we're preparing to go, we should bring food to cook.
There's no time. But look, okay, look.
Is
it's just
there-
like-
what-
Spend all the time
No, but the
playing these
issue-
games,
but
Noah.
the
There's no
issue
time
is-
for food.
But the issue now is that it's not that we're going to the haunted house. It's we're finding the definitive evidence of what would be best in the scenario where we happen to be
Yeah.
in a haunted house.
Yeah, it's like playing four-dimensional chess.
Okay,
You just
so
need to
it's
have
like-
all the scenarios and
it's like
probabilities
doomsday
figured
prepping.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And yeah,
See, I still think I could be a valuable asset if you kept me alive. I really don't want to be eaten, guys.
I really don't want to be eaten.
I wish somebody hopped on and like this was their first live stream conversation they walked in on. Noah's sincerely like trying to prove his worth.
I don't want to be eaten. Well, okay, but like think about like what is our team dynamic here?
Who's the leader?
Well, John, I guess, has the channel, so
Yeah.
he's the leader by default.
Yeah, that's, who's the Mr. T?
Robert is the muscle.
Right.
I'm like the comedic relief / wild card, and then Noah's the meat.
Noah's expendable other guy.
That was
The meat. You guys, wait, in every team, there's like a brainy tech guy. I could be that guy.
We don't
I
have
know
use
more
of that.
about technology than you do.
Yeah.
Marmots had let the lake in.
That is
Okay.
probably true.
Could not flow.
All right, then I'll be the leader.
Stagnant.
It's my
Well,
channel.
no. The tech guy is allowed to be the leader.
Was not art, just content
Yeah.
for the experiment.
The leader isn't
Rebounded
like
on
you.
itself.
You can be multiple things and be a leader.
All you need to do to be leader is tell people what to do, and I think so far I have the most logical plan mapped out.
Well,
So
considering the fact you couldn't tell us not to eat you, I don't know if you can order any.
The feedback loop doubled.
I think I laid out some pretty straightforward reasons as to why you cannot eat me. So
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's going that far.
If anything, you're just sealing your fate. I'm just
You
gonna
had the
eat you on
chance to
principle.
change your fate, would you?
would you?
Oh, would you?
We're spending a lot of time on
You're
this.
gonna eat me?
You want me to eat you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just like Susan.
No one will find out. Get in the oven.
Whoa.
Get in the pizza oven.
Get in the
It's really small. Get in.
Get in the microwave.